Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my second lesson of D4 chapter number 8, exercise 8A, that is about the locus and constructions. This lesson is equally important for D1 students who want to learn how to construct the perpendicular bisector and angle bisector, and PTB class 6, 7 and 8 students. So all of these students can get benefit from this lesson. In this lesson, we will be discussing 4 easy steps of the construction of perpendicular bisector or right bisector and angle bisector. So let's discuss the method one by one. Okay. So first of all, I will be discussing that how to construct the right bisector or perpendicular bisector of the given line segment. Okay, there are few steps. Step 1 is that we have to draw the line segment AB of the given length, and for that purpose we have to use ruler. For the construction of the line we have to and the drawing of the line we have to use ruler. And then what we have to do, and after that, step 2, open arm of compass of little more than half AB line and draw 2 arcs, that is one on each side or either one above and one below the line. And for the construction of arcs, we have to use the pair of compass only. And the step 3 is consider the point B as the center and repeat the process. These arcs will cut the previous arcs at any point like P and Q. Join the points P and Q by the line. This line will cut AB line at point O, and then we have to observe that A to O equals to O to B. Now I'm applying these all steps for the construction of perpendicular bisectors in front of my students, so that my students can understand that how to construct the perpendicular bisector of any given line. For O-level students, they are not supposed to write these steps, but for PTB students, actually what they have to do, they have to first construct the perpendicular bisector or angle bisector. They have to do the construction first, and they have to explain each step one by one. Here I am giving the steps of construction in the beginning, so that we can have the good grasp about the general steps, so that my students should not find difficulty in writing these steps of construction. So step 1 is that we have to draw the line segment AB of the given length. Okay, suppose we are given the length of the line segment is 5 centimeter, which is given to us. Okay, so what we have to do is that we have to draw the line segment 5 centimeter with the help of ruler, or 6 centimeter, whatever is the length given in the question. Okay, so suppose the given length is 8 centimeter, so I have to mark the line segment, I have to draw the line segment 8 centimeter. Okay, and whatever the name is given, we have to mark the vertices and points AB 8 centimeter. Okay, and this is step 1 that we have done. Step 1 is done, and after that we have to open arm of compass little more than half. But here I want to say this to my students, that you're not supposed to keep the compass on the ruler. You just have to open the arm of compass through observation, and I have to open arm of compass little more than half, and I have to keep the needle of the compass on any one of the point. Suppose I'm keeping the compass on point A, and then it has to be little more than half, and I have to draw 2 arcs, one above and one below on both sides of this line. Okay, and with the same open compass, what we have to do now, step 2 is done, and now with the same open compass, I have to keep the needle of the compass on vertex B, and then I have to repeat the process, that I have to mark the arcs like this, and this process will be cutting or meeting already drawn arcs again. Okay, and now what we have to do is, this is step 3 done. Consider the point B as a center. Repeat the process. Arcs will cut the previous arcs at any 2 points. Suppose they are cutting meeting at point P and Q. P and Q, and now what I have to do is that I have to join these 2 points with the help of ruler. Okay, let me join these 2 points with the help of ruler. Okay, and for that purpose let me take some other color pen so that my students can see the difference. Okay, and this has to pass through this point. Okay, P to Q, I have to join this line. Okay, and then what I have to do is the line through P and Q will cut AB line at point. Suppose it's cutting at point O. Let me mark it with O. And now what we have to do is that we have to measure, as this is the perpendicular bisector. So bisector means to, and bisection means to divide something into equal parts, 2 equal halves. So if I have drawn the bisector, then A to O distance will be equal to O to B distance, and the base length is 8 centimeter. So the perpendicular bisector will be dividing this line into equal halves. Okay, you can see that A to O is 4 centimeter, and then O to B is also 4 centimeters. I hope you are clear that how to construct the perpendicular bisector. O to B equals to 4 centimeter. Okay, you should watch this lesson and understand the construction of perpendicular bisector before moving to the next class, because the next class will be the combination of these all loci. Moving to the next concept, that is that how to construct the angle bisector. Okay, for the construction of angle bisector, what we have to do, the step 1 is that we have to construct an angle AOB of the suitable degree measure, and for the construction of the angle we mostly have to use the protractor and then draw an arc from point O. Okay, because O is the middle point, whatever will be the middle point here, we have to construct an arc from point O by using pair of compass only. This arc will cut OA at any point like C and OB at any point D. Then we have to do the next step, draw 2 arcs from the same radii from point C and D as the center. Use the compass. These arcs will intersect each other. Okay, then at any point M. Okay, and then what we have to do, join the point O to point M by a ray OM, and for this purpose we have to use the ruler. OM will divide the angle AOB into equal parts. Now let's apply these all steps on the construction of the angle bisector here, so that my students can understand the concept easily. So first of all, I have to draw angle of the suitable measure. Okay, and I hope my students are familiar that how to draw the angle. For the construction of the angle, what we have to do is that we have to use a protractor for that purpose. Okay, let me make these lines little bold, but in actual geometry you have to use the pointed pencil. I'm making these all lines bold so that my students can see this carefully. Okay, now what we have to do is that we have to like O, A, O, and suppose I'm constructing 60-degree angle. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to keep the protractor and vertex of the, and the 0 point of the protractor should come on O, and my 0 line, this line is called the 0 line, should overlap, hide the already drawn line, and suppose 60-degree angle. Okay, let me mark a point here, and now I have to draw the arm here, 60 degrees angle. Okay, and this is angle O, and this is B, and this is 60-degree angle. Okay, now what I have to do is that I have to construct the angle bisector of this angle. So for that purpose, what we are going to do is that step 1, that we have to construct a suitable angle. That is done, 60 degrees angle. Now what we have to do, we have to open arm of compass of suitable radius. Suitable radius means it should not be too big or too small, okay? And I have to take O as the center and I have to mark the arcs. Okay, let me make it little big. Okay, keep the needle on the vertex and draw the arc. Okay, this arc will be cutting or meeting the angle arms at 2 points. And let me read this procedure. This arc will cut OA at any point. It is your choice, okay? Like OA at C and OB at D. Okay, now what we have to do, that with the same open compass, we are not supposed to change the radius of the compass. Okay, then what we have to do, we have to take point C as the center, and then we have to mark an arc in the angle region. Okay, let me see it. Okay, yes, I have to mark at this place and I have to hold the compass from the top. I always ask it to my students to hold the compass from the top. And now repeat the process with vertex D, and this arc from the vertex D will be cutting or meeting already drawn arc at some point. And you can give any name. It's not hard and fast that if I'm giving the name M, you also have to give the name M. And now what we have to do is that I have to join this M with O. Okay, join the point O with M by the ray OM carefully. Okay, okay, yes, and it has to pass through. Let me keep the ruler closely so that I can draw a straight line. Okay, and now as this was the 60 degree angle, let me make it little bold, okay, so that my students can see this clearly. OM. Now due to this OM line, this OM ray, angle BOC, which was of Meyer, angle BOA or AOB, which is of 60 degree Meyer, due to this OM line, is divided in 2 parts. What are those 2 parts? One is BOM equals to AOM, and as this is the bisector, so angle 60 degree or angle O will be divided in 2 equal halves, which is 30 degrees. And let's experience this, that whether we are getting the 30 degree angle at this place or not, or the bisector has divided. Okay, if you can see this closely, you can see the red line is coming on 30 degree, and from this red line to this the B line, OB line, we have further 60 degrees. It's making from 30 to 60, it's 30 degrees. So it means that this bisector has divided the angle into equal halves. I hope you are clear about how to construct the perpendicular bisector and angle bisectors. Please watch this lesson carefully and practice this lesson before moving to the next class, because next class will be the combination of these all type of loci. And also my D1 students and PTB class 6, 7 and 8 students can have the good practice of the construction of perpendicular bisector and angle bisectors. Please watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.